I would love that. That sounds excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Look at this.
I would love one.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Which may be me. I
don't know. Whatever.
And we'll do this thing.
Yeah, we'll do the intro thing. I'm gonna.
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Welcome to the Cam Shenanigans Podcast,
You mean shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about shenanigans, right?
where Mike, Trent, and Zach, and a guest will debate all things automotive.
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Make sure to check out Cam Automag on all the social medias at Cam Automag. And don't forget to support our sponsor, Hustle Energy.
So well.
I mean, if you want to.
I forgot her name, so it'd be really awkward if I did the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Shenanigans. I'm
I
Mike.
appreciate your honesty.
I'm Mike. That's honest as shit, Zach. And we are joined by two guests in the pod room.
What was the last time that happened?
What?
Last time we had two guests.
It's been a while. I mean, two guests in
Welcome
studio.
to
Us.
Yeah,
Sorry, I just totally stole that from you.
that's okay. It's fine. Yeah. So we have Crystal, friend, coworker.
Crystal.
Miles,
I need
friend,
pencil.
coworker. Everybody knows his dad.
Who's
Yep.
your
Yeah,
dad?
who's your dad?
Everybody knows Dwayne. Dwayne
Everybody-
is my father.
Everybody knows Dwayne Schaefer with the green 510 wagon.
I almost brought
Oh.
stickers.
That would have been
I want
great.
stickers.
I couldn't find any in white. I had a bunch in black, and I was like, most people want white, so I didn't.
Yeah,
bring
my Tacoma would like a white
Yeah.
sticker for the
Nah.
windows.
I don't think you've met my dad, but
I
I'll
have
get you
not.
a sticker as soon as you meet him.
Excellent.
Dwayne's good people.
I'm
Dwayne
for
is
it.
good.
He's excellent
I
people.
talked to him for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. Like, I was like, hey, who owned this car before Miles? And it turned into like a 30-minute conversation. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, there's no real quick, like, there's no drive-bys with your dad.
No,
It's
there
always
isn't.
just like you're
is
in
a
it.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We do this every Monday night on YouTube. Used to be Facebook, but we fucked that one up. We screwed that up somehow.
Cough, cough, Trent.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and throw Trent.
Did you get like
Bus.
banned from Facebook?
No.
Disconnected.
Yeah, his account got disconnected
Ah,
Oh,
damn
bummer.
it.
from StreamYard. So it's whatever. It is what it is.
Yep.
We're on YouTube though. We're still
here.
here.
Are we here? Are we really here right now?
Physically, yes.
Is it?
I don't know. Are we
I'm
really
here.
here?
I don't know.
physically. I'm occupying this space.
Yes.
I'm around. I guess. I don't know.
I drove a Honda Beat here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
got
I was
me.
gonna say
Oh,
this.
you brought the beat.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Hell
was
yeah.
going to say this, but you guys were in a conversation when I came in through the door. I like the presence that I and now you have brought to this parking lot, because there's been some insane shit that has been into this parking lot from me, and now again as you as well too.
Yeah.
Like every day, it's like when people over, it's like there's always cool shit in the parking lot.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. It's
Yep.
we
I-
bring the cool people with the cool cars over.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite car you've had over?
Ooh.
Don't answer the beat.
I think it's when I brought the Viper over. That was
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say was I got to flex on one of my neighbors, because I was like, I had Tesla Will, who has the Boxster we
Mhm.
talked about earlier,
Mhm.
bright canary yellow,
Yeah.
so bright, like about as bright as that.
That Mike
Oh,
fuzzy thing.
that's
Yeah.
a great color.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so great. And like her and I were talking, and I'm like, oh, my ride's here, and I walk over. She's out there in her sweatpants smoking, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go hop in this.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been here that long, but I think the coolest random drive-by we had when we were doing the camcast at the old place was I think it was like the week Vincent Meyer picked up his GTR
Oh yeah.
and just brought that over. We were like one of the first people to see it.
See it. That's
And it
cool.
was
That is really
great.
cool.
What year GTR?
14,
14, 15.
no, it was newer than that.
Was it near that?
It was like 2018,
R35
something like that.
then.
Yeah, it's a 35, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, went ordered it and he's been doing really great stuff with
Actually,
it.
I did have a right-hand drive Z32 in this parking lot.
So. Oh, good for you.
You want to guess whose it was? His engine block is sitting in my garage.
Yeah, Jackson, come get your fucking engine block before I turn it into a boat anchor.
I'm turning it into a coffee table. At this point, it is mine.
Is it a
Either
long
or.
block or a short block?
It's a short block.
It's a short block.
Yeah.
I'll
mean-
turn it into a coffee table.
I'll
There
turn
we
a coffee table.
We need a coffee table out there.
You do need a coffee table.
It does weigh. It's an iron block, so it weighs
Wow.
like
It's a-
150 pounds.
I had no idea those were iron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
come on!
it's-
It's the golden era of Japanese motors. Come on, it's iron block, aluminum head, everything, baby.
Oh, and the block is I think it's an over under square block. So it just the design of it is so weird. Like you've seen what the VG30,
Mhm.
and like they look like a V6, and you pull the heads off it, and the head's like more than half of the height of the engine.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a goofy, fucking hateful engine.
yeah.
No.
There's an automatic VG30 for sale on KSL right now. Long block with the transmission for $100.
I wonder why.
Yeah,
I
right?
wonder why.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not sitting here going, what can I throw that in?
yeah. I was the same thing. $100.
I got an NPR that could take one of those.
Oh god. Yeah, Zach bought the Zuzu MPR.
Oh yeah, I'm buying it. Do you know what the Zuzu NPR is?
Mm-mm,
It's
no.
I'll pull up the photo. It's those like lawn care trucks you see.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
So like, it's like a cab over truck that
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't have anything on the back because bought it from Dave. Shout out to Dave. We miss your
Love
presence.
you, Dave.
We do miss you, Dave.
I don't
yeah.
know where any of these photos are. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull two up here.
Anyway, while he's doing that, follow us. Cam may not have a website at the moment. We're fixing it.
Trying to.
I swear to God. But we're still on the social medias: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just search Cam Automag. We're there.
It has the bull bar.
It's,
Jacob Bastian used to own that.
Yes, yes.
yep.
him and I
Incredible.
have
Yes,
talked-
Jake's.
Yep.
And
Oh
so
man.
the current plan is oh my gosh, it has like the semi-gas tank.
Yeah, it does. You
Oh,
you didn't notice that?
No, that's gonna be like a 40-gallon tank.
Mhm.
And it probably burns through it so fast.
Oh my
That's
God.
gonna be a very expensive fill.
yeah,
but-
yeah.
It's bright
The plan
yellow.
is either
Yeah.
like gambler it, because why
Why
the fuck
not?
not?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Or also it has a 350 in it and an L 4L80 in it.
And you said it's in a Suzu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's technically a Chevy
Yeah.
product,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Isuzu rebadged it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would tow like 10K.
Yeah.
Throw a gooseneck and a bumper pole on it, and I got myself a good tow rig.
Yep.
And the
Mhm.
Tacoma does not do that very well.
No, no, no.
You saw the squat.
That was terrifying.
What were you
I
trying to tow with a Tacoma?
I have a 2000. Have you seen my Subaru? You even heard? Of
I
my
have
Subaru?
seen you have a legacy, right?
Yeah, have you ever heard about it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The first conversation I ever had with you,
Yeah.
it wasn't like a one-on-one conversation. I was like tangentially a part of the conversation, and you were talking about, I think, like wanting to turn it into a drift vehicle, like pull the front CV axles, plug them back up, and then
Oh.
just drive.
Oh,
it.
Miles, he got a lot of the way there.
It's done.
really?
Yeah, it is. It's a currently a. I took out the boring 2.5 liter inline or flat 4
Uh-huh.
to put the Easy 30 flat 6 into it. Blew that up. I
Made
wanted on the
short
high.
work of that.
Yeah,
Well, so the worst thing is, so Subaru's first gears are non-synchronized.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Most of them are. Maybe the STIs are, but in
I-
their normal ones, they're non-synchronized.
It's
And I managed to 1-2-1 it, which means I grabbed the ratio perfect because it didn't fight me. If it fought me, it would have been like, oh no, what's going on? But it just went in, let the clutch out, and I watched the tack just go.
Mechanically over revved it.
Bury itself. Oh, ouch.
I should pull another valve out of the head and come. Oh, did I throw away the other head?
I don't know.
I might have thrown the other head, but I have a valve because it bent all the exhaust valves.
Yeah.
But so I put another engine in it, which I got from Dave, which sat outside. And Dave recently told me, I'm surprised it ran. I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so good.
But it runs better than the first engine. I got Casey Barrett's old rear-wheel drive transmission, and is now in the car, and it is now rear-wheel drive.
That's fantastic.
It's great.
It is currently in Grantsville because bushings are a nightmare on that car.
That doesn't shock me. Are they like press-in ordeals?
It's not that; it's the subframe bolts.
Oh,
Because you have to get the whole subframe out to do all the bushings and the bolts. The two rear ones are pretty easy, but the two front ones have a wheat pole next to them, and so the top of the bolt that extends out of the nut rusts.
That makes
And then
sense.
you have to drag it through the bolt, and they're captive in the frame. So if you snap them, it's a nightmare.
You're kind of SOL.
Yeah. So back to where I was going. I bought a BMW. I have a 325 XI.
It is a struggle.
It's a struggle. I found a lot of cars.
He's doing his best.
I found a lot of cars.
I
in
also
the-
stroked out earlier, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
And I had to tow the Subaru to Grantsville to then tow the BMW from Grantsville back. And the truck I normally use has a bad transmission. And I'm like, the Tacoma will tow 5. The trailer and the BMW should be about 5.5.
A lot of this is happening. You know,
It did it. It did it happily. It didn't like stopping quickly, but it did do it. I don't want to know what my fuel economy was. It already gets 14 as is, and it was towing an extra 5,500 pounds behind. Towing more than the weight of the vehicle behind itself probably doesn't make it very happy.
What year is your Tacoma?
I have an 03 TRD.
Okay.
yeah.
And I also have a rooftop tent. I have Rotopacks, shovel on axle, the whole thing.
You have like oversized tires on it?
I have a little bit bigger tires. I went up an inch.
That'll do worse for your towing than anything else. I have like a hot take on towing that I think people have ridiculous expectations.
Please,
For
Dave is
how
not here to
easy
Dave's not here to
towing-
fire off towing take. So
I
by all
like-
means.
So my dad has a Ridgeline, and we towed an
I already don't
S30.
want to hear his
Yeah.
towing
A
stories.
240Z. We towed an S30, a 240Z to Sema this year
Mhm.
for JDM Legends. And it did great. Like, you don't go quickly and you increase your stopping distance, but as long as you have a rational expectation of like, I am towing and I'm not going to be going 85 in the left lane, you can tow anything with
yeah.
anything.
So on
Oh,
that
yeah.
same note, so I towed my buddy's boat. He has like, I don't know, an 18-foot speed boat, whatever. I don't know what it is. Probably 5,000 pounds trailer and boat. And he was like, oh, I don't think your Tacoma's going to be able to do it. I don't think it's going to be able to do it. And we get back and like, I'm doing like 85 in the left lane. Well, it was so great too. Like we get out, we were pulling it out of the boat ramp, and we're seeing like all the moms and their like Tahoes like spinning wheels trying to get up, and I was like 4-wheel low, whoa!
All the way out. Oh,
But they're sitting there like, oh man, okay, well the Tacoma can do it. I'm like, I'll bet money that my Subaru could tow this to the lake.
Yep.
Because
Oh,
the
that's so
Subaru's towing rating is like 4,000 pounds, and I think it's due to the transmission because they're shit in the autos.
Yep.
But I have a manual, so
But I have a manual.
The first trailer I ever towed was just a tiny little single axle trailer, but the vehicle I was towing it with was a Nissan Leaf.
Wow.
So
Impressive.
yeah.
you'll also get a kick of this. The first trailer I ever towed had a POW on the back of it.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh.
I love those.
I wheel traded in his Tundra to Rob, which
Mhm,
I didn't know Will at this time. This was a year before I knew him,
mhm,
to get the Delica. I then promptly did donuts and wheels to Tundra,
mhm.
then
Yeah.
towed the POW to ISS and back.
Nice.
Nice.
And then a year later, I'm like, you owned a great Tundra that you traded into Rob? Oh, I did some things with that thing.
I did some things. Perfect.
That part.
Yeah, so that, I don't know. That was kind of my weekend. I haven't done anything else super cool. Yeah. And normally I have like I take the whole half hour to
Yeah,
tell my stories.
Yeah, usually it's a lot of Zach rambling on about something, getting lost, not knowing where he is, just getting stuck in the air, trying to figure out how he's going to land.
Hey, man.
He came down. He came down.
He
We're good
did.
now.
You,
Same.
to your credit, you do always land.
I do always land, and the stories are 95% of the time entertaining.
Or
65.
yeah,
Or
60,
informational.
60. You do enough so me and Dave can pick up the ball and run with it. Like, listen, the story might not land the way you want it to, but me and Dave can make it work.
Fair enough.
It's enough there.
I mean, fair enough.
Amen.
What's your favorite car you've owned?
My favorite car would definitely have been my Mark IV
R32.
for sure. Yeah.
How long
Yes.
did you own it?
So I bought it
should replace me.
2013.
He's doing way better at this
Yeah.
than we are.
Right?
Jesus.
Do you want to sit here?
I like this spot. I got an orange
Yeah.
microphone.
Hey.
It's a good mic, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of jealous of this yellow though. Now that you
I mean, if
pointed it
you,
out.
want it, you can snatch it.
That's fine.
We can
No,
mute you and you can snatch
um,
it.
No, it's good.
Nick tagged me in a post.
2013 I was still married, so my ex-husband and I bought it together, and then in May of 19
Mm-hmm.
got into a pretty bad accident
Mm-hmm.
on the freeway, and it's heartbreaking, honestly.
No.
They had to bring in like the jaws of life to get me out, and tisk on me. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt at the time, and I was kind of wearing like these like lycra
Mm.
like leggings, and so a box truck, a U-Haul, like cut me off. I tried to get out of the way. He then noticed me, and it kind of came back and hit me anyways,
Mm.
and then it put me into the wall. So, excuse me, when the airbag went off, it hits me in the face, and those seats, those like Koenigs, I had like the all leather, so I didn't have like the
Mm. So
suede insert or whatever. So I like slid down, and my knees were kind of like up underneath me. So I woke up, and my face was like in the steering wheel.
Oh my
And my first thought was
goodness.
like, how did I fall asleep in my car?
oh,
And then I looked over, and there was two guys pounding on my window. Anyway, so we owed like $3,000 left on it, my ex-husband and I. And I was like, well, the insurance totaled it out, gave us a $12,000 check.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, of course we're going to buy it back.
Mm-hmm.
And he decided we didn't. And that's when I started my divorce proceedings.
good
That's a
move.
good, that's a
Yeah,
good
good
move.
move.
Strong.
Yeah,
It's a
good move. I
final
was like,
straw.
"Nah, we're not
Yeah.
going to do this anymore.
If
I
my
know.
husband sold an R32 out from under me, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
buy it back,
It was-
right?
Behind you.
It was kind of a bummer. Like a couple months later, I saw on one of the Facebook groups, I don't remember which one exactly, but it ended up at like some auction in Washington State on blocks. And I was just like, oh, it's such a bummer.
It's always
But,
the worst.
yeah.
That's one of my grill cars. The R32.
Dude, I loved it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was such a cool car. And it was
So-
funny because like I hadn't really been into like the car scene a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got that car,
Mm-hmm.
that's how people started to like, people knew me by that. And
Yep.
so
Yep.
it was like,
it's
they-
cool as hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of like a silly thing, but I name all my cars.
Oh.
So my R32, her name was Scarlett.
Mhm.
And so I had like a big windshield banner that said Scarlett on it and stuff. So people would literally thought that my name was Scarlett.
Oh,
And
that's
so like,
so
oh,
good.
you're Scarlett with the car. I'm like, no, Scarlett's the car's name. I'm yes,
I'm Crystal.
just-
It's Scarlett.
Scarlett
Yes,
is the car.
yes, that's
whatever.
me.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of fun though. It was definitely sad to see it go, but absolutely my favorite car that I've owned. Yeah,
Cool
it
car.
was a great car.
And you
Nice.
said you're currently in a 2020 A3.
15.
2015.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, 2020 was the stroke.
What's the
2020
stroke?
was my
Okay,
stroke.
sweet.
Yeah.
What is that car's name?
Her name is Stella.
Stella.
Yeah.
That's a good
Wait.
name.
They're
It's a
all, I
solid
don't know.
name.
They always end up with S names.
Yeah,
So
there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, it's cool. It's
Is it
fun. I like
modified?
A little bit. So I'm stage 1 ECU TCU tune. I've just got like our
Could,
IEs, hours. IEs.
yeah, I was about to say, could somebody hold their koozie towards
Yeah.
the camera real quick? There we
There
go.
we go. Yeah.
Who's this company?
Don't ask where I got these. Don't ask a lot of
I
questions.
also won't ask where you got that stack of stickers over there.
What stickers?
What?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Like your stickers?
I like stickers.
There's a 308 floating through a moonscape. Let's talk about that, huh?
Mhm.
And that's some artwork.
That is great.
Yep.
But yeah, just the stage 1 ECU TCU tunes, and then I've got a cold air intake on it that we make. Our carbon fiber lid, our turbo inlet,
What company? Wait,
integrated engineering.
Integrated engineering.
company.
Yeah, this
Okay.
company.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
That's
Yeah.
somebody who I've been talking to Mike a lot about.
Yeah, yes, you have. Yes, you have.
So about BMW. Where's this going? Places I promised Mike.
Man, eventually we're gonna have to talk about SEMA stuff, but we'll get there
we'll
eventually.
Yeah.
So I bought a BMW.
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm gonna daily this through the winter. It's got all-wheel drive. I won't be getting 14 miles a gallon in the truck,
Mhm.
and it'll be nice. And then I bought it and promptly found a buyer for it.
Nice.
And so I'm gonna make a little bit of profit off of it, and I'm gonna use it to pay off my truck because it makes sense. It's,
Yep.
it's
I like
Yeah,
that. I like
logic.
that.
It's the adult thing to do.
It's a good idea.
Also, I might be doing the same thing with the NPR as well too.
Hey, man.
I support that.
Yeah.
Knowing that Jacob Bastian has had that, and then Dave Raleigh, and then the people in front, like that is not a car that I want to be the steward of. Finishing.
No, that is no. You want to get rid of that thing.
I love Dave and I love Jake, but it feels a little
Yeah.
cursed. after
No,
that.
yeah, no.
If neither of those two men could do something with it,
There's there's a silver Mark IV Cabrio for sale in one of the VW groups.
Mhm.
Ooh.
That thing. Oh no,
No.
no.
Is
In
it
my-
bad news?
In my brief time, it has gone through like 4 or 5 owners, and it has not really gotten any better.
Mhm.
It's just gotten like less worse in some aspects. It's gotten less worse in some ways, more worse in others, and nobody knows why.
Oh man.
All the
Wow.
for sale posts are get this thing
Right.
out of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Can I tell a tangent for this?
We're,
I
we're,
mentioned my
we're on
buddy
like tangent
Jared,
8. So
who
fuck.
crashed
Yeah.
the NA Miata.
Mhm.
I can find photos of it later, but whatever. He had this amazing NA Miata.
Mhm.
Like he did everything right to it.
Mhm.
Where he didn't touch the fucking engine
Mhm.
and touched everything else.
Mhm.
So all right suspension, right tires, right wheels. It handled like a dream. I remember going down East Canyon with him. He let me drive it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, take this at 85." And we're getting there, and my brain is like, "No, don't. Your
Mhm.
Subaru would roll. Don't." And it's just like, man,
Didn't even
like,
care.
Yeah.
the tires didn't even squill. Like it didn't even care.
Wow.
But he ended up putting it around a rock, whatever. But before that, he bought a K series, the good one, the TSI or whatever, the really good K series. I can't remember what it is.
Mhm.
What's a good K series? It's the K24.
The K20, the
Oh, like
K20A2,
K20C3, K20A2.
Yeah, it's
K24
it's
with
the
an-
best one, whatever the best one is. I
the
can't remember.
K24
K20A2.
block with a K20A2 head on there.
Not that, but it's just the
Then
whatever.
it's the K20A2.
Yeah. So he bought that for it, and the guy's like, "Oh man, I was gonna put this in my NA Miata, but I crashed like a month before I was gonna put it in." Jared crashes it before a month. He puts it in. Okay, cool, whatever. I still got this great engine. I'm gonna go buy an EG Civic.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the car fully stripped. He went through a bad breakup, put it into a wall a month before he's gonna put the engine in it.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
So it's now crashed 3 cars.
That
His
engine is cursed.
Oh yeah, back to the BMW. Sorry, I'm going everywhere with this whole thing. So I want to buy an S4. I want to buy an EB 8.5 S4.
Mhm.
I think that will be my next car.
Mhm.
So fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
I love
I
them.
like that. What generation or what years is that
That's
generation?
13
So
to
it'd be
16.
yeah for the B8.5.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
13, 16.
Yeah.
That has the best transmission. I
The
prefer
ZF8,
the ZF8. Yeah, it's the better exterior. I think I like the headlights better on the
the
8.5.
facelift ones. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
the interior is the same.
Yeah.
But
What car do you want next, Mike?
So
I know I'm laughing.
well, yeah. So I've actually talked to Turner about this, and this is one of the few things he didn't like immediately look at me with disdain about.
Okay.
Zach Turner? Turner. Your word.
Matt Turner.
Matt Turner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Matt
it's
Turner.
Zach Turnage. Sorry.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
no, I don't talk to Turnage as much as I want to. He's an interesting
Same.
dude.
I want to talk to him.
He
ignores me.
No, so Turner would look at me in disgust because one of speed limit out in the warehouse, this kid Tommy.
Oh yeah. God. Yes.
Yeah, we call him speed limit because he has a speed
ta-
limit tattoo
Yeah.
on the back of
What
his
is
neck.
it? 30 miles per hour.
30 miles an hour.
Yep.
Yeah, because he like rolled his car doing 60 to 30 and got his license revoked for a bit.
Wow.
He's
God bless
21.
that boy.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of work. A lot of work.
Yep.
I'm young and I have not fucked up that badly.
I'm old and I have not fucked up that badly. And I've been doing nefarious shit for a long time. So, no, so there's this one kid who goes out there drifting. His name's Caleb. He has a new
Caleb. Yeah.
yeah, he's got a new Edge Mustang, but with a V6 in there. And he just goes out and he just pounds out laps. And it's great. And Speed Limit wants to get into drifting. We've talked him off the ledge of turning this shitty A4, like this
Mhm.
fucking B6 A4 that he bought.
Why would you do that on purpose? Come on, guy.
Because he wants to put that 1.8 in his 337,
Mhm.
which I don't care. They're Mark IV guys. They're all the fucking same, except for the ones that came with a 6-speed.
Facts.
They're all the same. They all smell like crayons. Go away. Stop telling me this thing is special.
Shut the fuck up. My BMW smells like crayons.
God, was it just a German thing?
I think the BMW smell like crayons. Everyone who sat in is like, huh, it smells like leather and crayons. And I'm like, yep.
Wow. Okay. But no, so I would like to get back into drifting or get into car stuff because, the little Mazda 5 van is fun and reliable and,
Also
It's a great car.
Mazda 5 van.
It's not
Yeah.
sporty.
it's a 3 with a backpack, so I can throw that thing around, but you feel the extra weight. It gets a
It
little
comes with you.
dicey.
3 with a backpack. I love that.
Yep. Credit to Dave there. But yeah, so I'm like, well, what would I get to go drifting? Would I get another A70? No, those things are starting to climb up in value.
Mhm.
I should have sold the transmission out of mine. because that was the most valuable part of the fucking car.
Mm.
Yeah. No, so I'm like, well, what would I do? What would I do? I'm like, well, I really want a V8 car.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, like get a C5, like
Yeah.
Turner.
Mhm.
No, those things are skyrocketing now.
Are they?
Mhm.
Yeah, because they were cheap, and people realized they were cheap, and now
Mm,
they're buying up all the cheap ones.
makes sense.
and
Makes
now
sense.
I'm bummed.
Mhm.
So then I'm just like, all right, well, like a 5th gen or like a 6th gen Camaro. Nope, those are also going up because people realize those things are just cheap homes for LS3s and T56s.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, that's not happening. I'm not dealing with a UZ because fuck that noise.
Mhm.
4 camshafts, 2 cam gears? Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Hard no.
Mhm.
So I'm like, well, what does that leave me? A Mustang. So I'm like, all right,
The
all right.
American pride of a single cam.
So I'm like, all right. I can figure this thing out. I can make this not terrible.
Mhm.
So here's my plan: get the S197. That's the first retro styling
Mhm.
one. Came out in 05.
So, yeah, I was gonna say like 07. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Find a V8 one. Just destroy that boat anchor 4.6.
Mhm.
And then, because me, big brain, halfway through that thing, that generation, that's when they introduced the Coyote 5-liter V8. Quad cam,
Ah.
amazing motor.
Mhm.
They also put that thing with a different intake manifold at F-150s.
Ah.
So,
Interesting.
blow up that 4.6, go find a 5-liter F-150 that somebody wrapped around a tree because they were getting too rowdy after too many Miller Lights. Yank that thing, get on like Jegs or fucking Summit or whatever.
Yeah.
Get an OEM style fucking like a
Intake
Boss
manifold.
302 manifold, for a few $100.
Right.
Slap that on there, put that thing in.
Let her
Ooh,
rip
baby.
tater
You're
chip.
good.
Indeed. Throw it in third, chuck it at the wall, and let her eat.
I like that. And those are pretty well supported, like angle kit wise and everything for drifting.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go.
What do those run?
So thankfully they're all roughly, I mean, the V8 ones, the 4.6,
Mhm.
they're still reasonable. Like, you can get a clapped one for 6,
Okay.
but I mean, that's like clapped.
Mhm.
That's like,
It's pretty
why-
bad.
Why am I making this decision? Yeah, it runs and drives, but why am I here?
Okay.
But I'd be looking at like,
So like 8 to 10 for probably a
I'd be looking more like 12, 14. Like, I want to
Okay.
find somebody who bought it and took care of it.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to lie to them and tell them I'm going to take care of this thing. I'm going to treat it well.
Then you're gonna run it into a wall 3 days later at a drift event.
Listen,
Linda.
I thought the K-Rail was going to move further than it did. All right?
Something about horsepower and torque moves the wall, takes the wall, whatever the fuck.
I'm not going to pull a Sheldon. And fuck, that was actually real mean. I didn't mean to say that. But, I mean, listen, Sheldon had a very nice Mercur that he turned into a drift car, and then he
That
Is
was-
that wrecked now?
Yeah, he hit
Oh.
he fucking
That was a
I didn't
sad
hit the wall.
Because I was there for that, I believe.
You
Yeah.
put a
Yeah.
lot of effort into getting that thing like capable.
Let me say this. I will not pull a Hadlock with his first Corolla. He fucking at RMR. Rest in peace.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That I was not there for.
No, I was there for it, and that was the saddest fucking thing. So at RMR, like everybody would run, all the like 3/4 midget dudes would run like the low line. So there was all the grip there.
Mhm.
Everybody drifting would get up on the wall where there's no grip.
Mhm.
Hadlock came down and the car gripped up, and he was at like fucking full lock,
Oh
Mhm.
shit.
and it just sent him right into the wall.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Ah, bad
sucks.
news.
Well, that last RMR event took several cars.
Yes, RMR got
This was the final event held there.
No. Oh no,
No,
no. This
no.
was
Okay.
no. This was years ago.
Oh,
when
okay, okay,
Hadlock-
okay.
Yeah, no. The last time Hadlock drove, he was in his blue E46. Which I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck happened to that car
Yeah, where
because
the fuck did it go?
it's not the pink car.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Because
definitely
the blue
not.
car had a cage in it. The pink car does not.
I don't think he would cut a cage out. He's not that kind of guy.
No, he's not dumb enough to cut a cage out of a perfectly good cage out of a perfectly good car.
Yeah.
Especially a cage that has a heart in it. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
No, but whatever.
Did he bundle it somewhere?
He was there. God damn it. He was actually, him and Hayden were there on Friday. And I didn't ask Hadlock because that question came up. What happened to the blue car?
Sorry, I actually don't know who Hadlock is. What's his first name?
Josh.
Okay.
Josh Hadlock.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the, he's one of Hayden's friends.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so just imagine Hayden's
Makes
friends.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I know.
So-
another degenerate.
I named this episode.
My
of the
favorite
pod-
kind of degenerates, though.
Indeed, we're good people.
Hayden, he is an anomaly to me. He's so insanely smart. Like I
Yeah.
cannot wrap my head around. I can't understand numbers. Like they never end. Like infinity. I can't even grasp that. And the knowledge he has.
Oh yeah,
And he's such a fucking goober.
he is.
Like he's the strangest guy. And
He-
he's so fucking smart.
Oh, he is. God, one of the first things I ever heard him say was we were at a drift event.
Mhm.
He's looking at a car.
Mhm.
He says, "Man, that car's come a long way since the last time I had sex in the back of it."
Why is that something?
that's
Of
so
course
funny.
he would say that.
Yeah.
God
Oh
damn it.
God. Some of
Hayden.
the things me and him say as we're just like milling around, being dusty as shit.
I just adore him.
He's great.
He's so smart and so
He is.
silly. Like he's such a
I love all
we
the
love you,
fab.
Hayden.
I love all the fab work that he put into that RX-8 that he's going to then cover up and nobody will ever see.
It's incredible. The first time I saw that was at his birthday party just this last May.
Yeah.
And he had all of his cars out on the driveway. And I
Of
walked
course.
by that and I was just like,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
yeah, like I've never been like completely speechless before.
Yeah. No,
And then he was like, oh yeah, I built that. And I was like, oh, you just built that like nothing? That was this whole thing? Fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's Hayden. That's Hayden in a nutshell.
Huh.
But anyway,
So, Mike, I
Yes.
named this episode. Did you see what I named this episode?
a tale of two Semas or some
Sema,
shit.
a
It's literally
tale of two
fucking on the
tales.
top.
Sema, a tale.
A tale of two
tales.
Oh God, I wrote this at like 6 a.m. Okay, fuck. Can I change any of this shit?
I don't know. No, leave
That's
it.
not what
Leave
it's
it.
supposed to be?
No, whatever. So here's the thing. God damn it, Zach. What are you doing? Stop it.
Okay,
Just
so
let
hold
it
on,
be.
like you heard how I wrote. Like I literally woke up and I was like, "Fuck!" Mike asked me to do this. So like, I'm still in my undies, and I'm like, I opened up my MacBook, and I'm like, "Oh fuck! How do I do this?" Tale of two Semas.
How to
close.
English.
Close
And
the
here
MacBook,
you-
brush my teeth, put pants on, leave.
Grammar is hard.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Fucked up a
Sema.
Dickens reference.
Sema, a tale of two tales. I spelled it right. Sema, a tale of two tales. There should be a comma in there.
Yeah. Also, Sema should technically be in all capitals.
Do you
but
want
that's
to shut
neither
the
here nor
fuck up, Mike?
there. I mean, I can really nitpick this thing to death. That's what I do.
Mike, some of us didn't go to college for a couple of years to do this, okay?
Some of us didn't take 3 years to get a 2-year degree and then drop out of a bachelor's program when the economy tanked.
So no, this
All
is
right.
like Sema, a tale of two tales. Is
Well,
that correct?
I mean, there's actually going to be more than two tales because, Crystal, this was
Wait.
what, your first SEMA?
This was my first SEMA. Yeah.
Miles, you went and got kicked out.
Well, this was my first SEMA as well, but I wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay, so yeah, so it was your
Oh, I
first
am here
SEMA and you
for
got
this.
kicked out.
I am here for this.
I took Zach to his first SEMA a couple years
Pop my
ago.
cherry.
Oh,
Don't ever fucking say that with the jazz hands again. You can either say it or you can do the jazz hands. I will not let you do
You
both.
popped my cherry.
ew.
Miles? Miles?
Oh my god.
Miles? Why did you zip tie this, Mike?
He actually just keeps a paddle handy.
That just says, do you see this says cease and desist? That's incredible.
Oh, that's
Mike,
so
can I
funny.
I saw
request
that
that
hanging
we
on the wall
don't?
and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Can I
That's a
request
great
that
piece of
you don't zip tie this anymore,
decor.
so I can run away from the microphone?
I mean, you could have just run away without the microphone.
As my SEMA pass says, on-air personality. I gotta live up that fantasy.
Yeah, and I've been going to SEMA since I was 20. So, you know, I'll,
What year was that?
To be
What's the
fair, I
math?
have as well.
Okay,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're not getting into that again.
What year was that, Mike? I want to do the math.
I don't want to talk about the math.
What year
Zach.
was it, Mike? So do you know how old I am?
I think you're in your upper 20s.
Upper
lower
20s? Do you want to
30s.
guess?
I'm gonna say 29.
Nope. Zach is 23.
You're 23.
You know
Yeah.
what? Maybe it's the beard.
It's definitely bear.
You have, you have an elder beard.
I'm going very homeless right now. It's No Shave November, and I started sometime in August. So,
Oh,
Excellent.
natural TCN's here.
Yeah.
Hello.
so also like we should kind of hang out more. We haven't talked to you more.
We are in it, like, yeah.
Yeah, the kids can hang out more. We should hang out more.
Can we get a kids table going over here?
Yeah, literally. Can somebody bring some Martinelli's for these fucking kids?
We-
I just drank a beer and gave you some of my beer.
It was delicious, by the way.
Can you give me another beer, by the way?
What?
I'm kind of feeling it. Another beer.
Do you want to grab one out of the fridge?
I can't reach it. and
You
I-
can
I-
go over there.
I'm
I'm
not
in, the,
ready to present.
I'm in the middle of
I was
something.
going to present.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Go get your goddamn beer. So, Who put those in there weird? I wonder whom, Zach.
I can turn it. Hey, so Miles.
Yes. Zach.
Yeah, fuck you, Mike. This is my podcast. Now I'm taking this over.
Okay, by all means.
Miles, I heard you got kicked out.
I did.
How does one get kicked out of SEMA?
Yeah, go on.
And what can I do next year to make sure I do get kicked out of SEMA?
So
Oh, there are a variety of ways.
I did not have a ticket to SEMA. I wasn't supposed to be there at all whatsoever, not even a little bit. But I was down in St. George for the weekend, just getting away. And I got down to St. George Thursday night. I'm sitting around and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Right.
So I decided to go to SEMA. So I wake up bright and early Friday morning, and my expectation was I'd go to SEMA and I'd look around all the cars outside and I'd drool a little bit and probably just have a grand old time.
Yeah.
And as I'm looking at all the cars out in front of SEMA, which is quite an event, and there's a lot to appreciate out there, so I was having a great time.
Yeah.
I noticed that there's a lot of doors that are not entrance doors, but
Right.
that people are still walking
Coming in
out
and
of.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm on an adventure right now, and I'm going to get into one of those doors.
I'm in danger.
So I'm like kind of looking at this S15 that was slammed and bright blue and had a wide body kit and was sitting by those doors. And I wasn't actually looking at that car at all. I was just waiting for one of the doors to open up.
Of course.
One of the doors
As
opened
one
up,
does.
and I run in. And then I
Attaboy.
was like, oh,
Oh,
I'm in SEMA.
Oh.
Holy shit, this is amazing.
the dog
This was
has
on
caught
Thursday or this was Friday?
It was Friday.
Okay.
Yep. So Friday morning. And I've been to trade shows before. And so
CES?
no, Interbike. I
Oh,
worked in
yeah.
the bicycle world. So I'm there with a backpack on. It's
Gotcha.
like you gotta have a backpack on to go to a trade show. You gotta carry water, you gotta carry snacks. But I'm like haven't shaved in a couple weeks, and I'm wearing a ragged beanie and just a shitty t-shirt.
So you look
and
like a
pair
lot of people.
tattered black pants.
So you look like a lot of people at SEMA.
I looked
Yeah.
more homeless than most of the people at SEMA.
That's a bold assertion.
It was like I don't
Dude,
know.
I saw a
Everybody
lot of
there looked
people.
like they were wearing
Mhm.
polo
I
shirts.
saw a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was a lot of there were some characters.
Yo.
Oh, there's always.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
There were some
So,
characters.
so what I
Every
wanted to say
time.
though was when Mike told me that you broke into SEMA,
Mhm.
I thought, how did you? Oh, yep. That would be really easy. Actually,
you can
was
just
my
do
exact-
that.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
exact
one of those.
thought.
It's like there's very little stopping you from doing
Yeah,
that.
They're-
Almost nothing, as a matter
Yeah.
of fact.
Yeah.
Do you
Well-
want to tell Christian's story?
No, you can tell Christian's story.
I don't-
Christian-
I don't
Christian
think
Maine?
I can tell a story as good as you can.
No, our buddy Christian Murphy.
So long or short, I'll make it super short. So everybody, Christian Murphy,
Mhm.
and he wanted to come to SEMA, but he didn't get applied in time. If I'm wrong on any of this, please tell me,
Mhm.
because I don't remember the story as good as you do.
No, we got him applied in time.
You didn't apply in time?
Yeah, he did.
Well, then tell. I don't know the fucking story then.
So okay, so Crystal went as a
Exhibitor.
exhibitor,
Yeah.
which is one kind of badge. Which I've had almost every badge you can get at SEMA.
And I noticed there was several.
Yeah.
Like I literally was looking at them and I'm like, well, most of them, those first like 3 days where it's like just the sort of like buyers. I
Mhm.
didn't realize how many different
Oh, yeah.
different badges there really were.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was
So,
dozens.
Yeah, there's a bunch, but really there's three main that we're going to focus on. So there is the exhibitor, there is buyer, and then there is media. So exhibitor is you have a booth, you have a car, you have a reason to be there in Vegas for longer than any person should be in Vegas.
100%. I will never do that again.
a good
Unless
way of
it's for
putting
SEMA
it.
next year.
Hey, Tyler, come on. Come
David,
on.
Looking at you.
Come on, buddy. Open up your email too. Just look at the thing I sent you. Let me know. Let me know, buddy. But so then there is buyer, which is you have an automotive related business and therefore you are probably going to buy some of these products.
Mhm.
And it used to be, and our buddy Chirp, who is not watching, who is fucking hilarious,
Oh,
he remembers SEMA when it was like a trade show. So like polos, khakis, like, you know,
Mhm.
fucking prim and proper.
Yeah.
Now it's fucking every asshole with a tire shop in the Midwest just coming out for a fucking vacation.
Cough,
100%.
cough. My uncle.
Yeah, cough, fuck him. Yeah, just fat dudes from Indiana just rolling around on jazzies.
Swear to God.
I
They
think
rent them.
actually-
They
Yeah,
rent
they
them
do.
out.
They
They were
rent
like
them.
obstacles. You had to
Oh.
maneuver around.
Oh
them.
yeah,
My God.
they're fucking awful. And then there's the badge that I have been rocking for several years, the media badge.
The green badge.
Yes, I don't have to pay for it. I just have to prove that I and my people are in the automotive media.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Mine says media.
Yes, it does. It says media It's great.
That's really cool.
We can actually get people kicked out of the show.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if we're trying to like take a photo, if we're trying to conduct an
Why
interview.
aren't we kicking out that
Can there be-
bitch that was up on the balcony? Remember that? Remember her?
No.
You know, okay, hold on, make this super short. So Hoonigan's Burn Pit, they're doing their whole thing. I'm borrowing Trip's camera.
Oh, when we were up, we probably couldn't have done that one because that's technically the monorail stop.
Oh, that girl pissed me off. Yeah, so I'm like, big camera, big lens. And I waited my turn to get to the front line. And the people move. I go hop up to be right on the balcony to look down. And this like random girl slips in front of me with her iPhone.
You're like, I beg your pardon, sweet cheeks. Get the fuck out of the way.
iPhone
Yeah.
4S. This was 2019.
Circa
Sam.
2010.
And I'm like,
Steve
excuse
Jobs,
me.
rest
So
in
I literally
peace.
go, oh, excuse me, I'm media. I'm trying to get these photos. Like, be as polite as I can.
Mhm.
She looks at me and goes, so? And keeps doing photos. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm about to throw your I don't know, your 5'3" ass off this thing right now. Like, you want to come at me like that?
Wow, things got violent when I'm not around. Holy shit.
Well, it's also the same moment too where I thought I broke Trip's camera.
Oh, that would have been great. You would have been killed.
No, were you not there for that?
No.
So, like, sorry,
He told me about it later, but I was not there for when it happened.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm totally killing you guys' stories here.
No.
So he let me, because I didn't have a camera at this point. This is pre-photography, Zach. He lent me this very nice camera, and I hopped in the bed of one of the Brodozer's truck to get the photos. They told me I could come up there and I said, hop up here, get the photos.
Mhm.
So I did that, and I was getting up there. I swung the camera into the tailgate. Didn't do any damage to the truck. I noticed that. But a little
cares?
bit later, I noticed the flash wasn't operating properly. And I was like, oh my God, I broke his camera. Oh my God. I have to tell him, like, can I fix this? No, I can't. I have to tell him. And so at the top of the monitor, I'm like, hey, Chirp, I think I don't know, maybe it was there before, but I don't remember. I think I banged your camera into this truck. Dude, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Dude, you're buying me another one, like, right now. Fuck, dude. You can't fix that kind of shit. And I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry, Chirp. He goes, yeah, it's good. I fell trying to get, I fell while, what was it? He fell while almost getting over by a dump truck.
Oh my God.
So
He
wasn't
dove
me.
out of the way.
Yeah, but it wasn't me. It was him that broke
Yeah,
the
he
camera.
broke it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And so he just like was at,
son of a
oh
bitch.
yeah,
This is yeah.
fucking Chirp.
He had-
Again, I should have came into that to be like, Chirp, did you break your camera? And he would have been like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, I thought it was me. And then it would have been fine.
Yeah. Chirp, the man who had legit like TRD buckets in his notchback Fox body that made no usable power through any of the gears. It was a fundamentally useless
My
car.
favorite quote from Chirp is, I'm going to go pick up that bitch and break that radio loose until 90.
Yep. It's true. It's true. And
he just like said that like we were talking about it, like a girl that he knew from a long time ago. It's like, yeah, I was gonna pick up that bitch and break that radio.
yep, that's what he does.
Okay,
Anyway,
sorry, continue. Please continue.
yeah, Miles, please continue
I
because
can
I'm
see yourself
so
for
You're
longer.
good. So once I got in there, I just started to enjoy myself. I went and looked around at everything and took photos of all the cool cars. And
Did you see the 400R?
yeah, I did. Well, that was at JCCS a week prior, and
Oh,
I was
nice.
at
Okay.
that
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
it was
Kind
actually
of already
like,
seen it.
yeah, I don't know. That car didn't really do it for me. Like
It- they're-
heinously expensive for a
they're-
car that isn't that much better than what
they're
it's.
interesting.
Yeah, that
Like,
was my
that's-
whole thing.
that's-
What
I'd
makes
never
it
seen one.
interesting? Sell it to me.
Where's the pen? Give me a pen.
Are you
There's one right
gonna?
there.
Are you? Oh, God damn it! Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
Probably not. Hand me the pen. Now, please hand this to Mike and tell him to sell it to you.
Sell me this pen.
God damn it, Zach!
So what makes the 400R like special?
They're rare as shit.
Yeah, they're rare as shit. If I'm remembering it right, it was the homologation special to get that thing to actually run at Le Mans.
That makes sense.
So that's
Yeah,
why.
But,
Okay.
but it's not as special as some of the Z-Tune cars. The Z-Tune
No,
cars,
Z-Tune cars are like they are
they're,
like
they're different cars almost.
Nismo would literally buy
Yeah.
an R34. Like they would go up to people and be like, "This, we need to buy your GTR,"
Mhm.
It-
and they would say, "Why?" And Nismo would be like, "Because we have access to all the weird, super in-depth production numbers, so we know that your block
Mhm,
has more like nickel in it.
mhm.
So we can actually hurl 2 more pounds of boost at this thing.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the world of the RB26 is very weird
Well, but the
and creepy
and
sometimes.
the
Yeah,
Z
that's
Tune got the
interesting.
RB28 in it. There's the 6 of it in existence or
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, like they
That's
literally
cool. Like a board out, or is
yeah,
it a
yeah,
it was a
different?
factory board out.
yeah.
engine.
So
That's really cool.
yeah, it's literally just like a homologation special, so they could run the R33 GT2 at Le Mans.
But
That makes
I
sense.
don't. I think it was like a weird kind of a part spin thing with all the stuff they put on it.
Oh yeah, no, that's how. Fun fact: a lot of your favorite like race cars
Mhm.
are just slapped together from shit they had lying around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it,
It's-
like
the
seeing it, it
catalog.
just looked like a cheesy R32 or R33.
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 Yeah.
That was supposedly worth $1.2 million.
Yep.
Are they
Because
really?
it's
That's how
Because-
much the one that was at SEMA sold for.
yeah,
Huh.
they are.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
$1.2 million.
yeah, they are that era of
Wow.
like homologation specials
Mhm.
because the FIA and the ACO were just like.
What did that compete in? Sorry.
So that was so at the time it would have been World Sports Car
Okay.
Championship, which later became the World Endurance Championship.
Mhm.
So
So it's like that was on the track with like GT1 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
exactly. So that was
Interesting, okay.
So that was the
So that was fighting for its place with F1s and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah,
I guess
so-
that does to an extent like justify its cost then.
yeah. I mean,
But it didn't really do it for me.
no, it's one of those like there are a lot of very expensive cars out there that have very interesting provenance, but they're not.
The story
cool.
is what
Exactly.
So-
value.
Mhm.
I have a question for both you guys.
Mhm.
Female and guy. Sorry, people.
Lady.
It's a gender
It's
neutral
colloquially
term.
accepted.
Um, we don't get a lot of females on this podcast. Okay,
We don't get a
That's
lot.
fair. That's fair. No. You're good. Sorry. I was just being an asshole.
as you should be. For me, I got so oversaturated with cars where I walked past a P1
Mhm.
and I was like,
Yep.
So jaded. You're just like, whatever.
So did
Like,
you
literally.
guys feel the same way?
100%. By the end of day 2, I was like, I don't, what? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked past an R34 and I vividly don't remember it. Like I don't remember it. I
Wait.
think you told me like this R34 it was in this booth. I was like, oh, I walked past it. I think I looked at it. To this day, I don't remember what color it was.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I've never been one to have my attention grabbed by like high dollar vehicles. I like cars for what I can do to them,
Mhm.
Yeah.
not what a factory did to
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
So I walk by the 400R and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the $1.2 million car. I don't give a shit.
Mhm.
It
No.
doesn't matter to
Yeah.
me. The car that is the clapped out whatever that's been airbag. There was the car that probably grabbed my attention the most that I remember right off the top of my head now was an old I don't know if it was a Hudson or a Ford, some old 50s era big thick steel paneled vehicle made by Ford or something like that had been the body had been chopped,
Mhm.
shortened and put on a 335 XI chassis.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, it was like a 400 or 500 horsepower vehicle.
yeah.
You look
Oh,
at it, you wouldn't have expected that, but like that's interesting to me.
That's very unique.
So I didn't find that I was all that bored, and I was only there for a day, but I didn't find that I was all that bored or even drained by it because I just didn't look at the things that were supposed to be looked at. I looked at
right.
the things that I felt like were worth
For sure.
looking
I
at.
get
and
that.
I will admit, like, there were a few things where, like, I walked past. When I was there was a booth that was selling rooftop tents. That's all they did,
Mhm,
and they had a sandbar or something, a K truck
mhm,
that was all white with like neon colors down it,
Mhm.
with a rooftop tent in the bed. And I was like, "That's fucking cool,"
mhm.
and like that was way more interesting than to be then
Yep.
the Bugatti outside or
Yep.
Yeah.
whatever. But did you ever see that thing? It was next to the Corvette booth, I think. That it was like I think it was a C7 that they like put 85 billion pounds of Bondo on and put like 42s on.
I don't.
It
no.
was the most insane
I
thing you've
don't-
ever seen. It looked like an alien ship.
Mhm.
Like they had these like cambered like I think they were like
I just-
38. Sorry.
Dude, I just remember that. So they didn't have a show last year in 2020. So last year we went was 2019.
Mhm,
We also stayed in legit the hood.
mhm.
Like
It
I have
was the hood.
yeah, I have a buddy.
Rough part of Vegas.
I have a buddy Ian, Potato Sparkles on Instagram. He's got a
He's
280
got a
Z.
280 that's blue, slammed.
Yeah, Ian, if you're watching, go fuck yourself. Love you, buddy.
I
Yeah.
met him when I was like 13.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But no, so like I'm showing Ian like on Google Maps where we are.
Mhm.
And
Was
he's
this like an Airbnb?
yes, it was an Airbnb that Chirp booked. Chirp was very proud of this.
Mhm.
And then the internet stopped working there. So I'm having to upload everybody's photos in the media center
Or the McDonald's.
or the McDonald's. No, it ended up being way more than the media center.
Was it? Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the other thing, like the day,
Anyway,
excuse me, like the moment it became real that we were in the hood was the second day when the search helicopter with its lights on
yeah,
was not like in the distance, but the next block over.
yeah. Like I showed Ian where we were, and he just, with all the seriousness on his face, I've never seen him look like this. He's like, "That's not good,"
You might get killed.
and I'm like, "Oh no."
It was so bad. Like that whole place was great. There was only one bathroom, right? There was only one bathroom. I think it was only the one bathroom.
I'm pretty sure there was only one, but yeah, there was only the one bathroom.
It was you, Chirp, Christian,
Brandon Coon.
Brennan Kuhn, and then
Fucking Jamie and her husband.
Jamie and
Nate.
So
God.
there's what, 7 of us in this house with one bathroom.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, shout out to Jamie and Nate.
And-
Jamie, the racing chica.
I have a video of
She's awesome.
I'll have to follow her. I left my phone out there, so I'll
That's
bring it in. We'll
Yeah.
get you
I have a
afterward.
video of Christian the first morning we stayed the night there. So that the next morning walks out and goes, I don't know if there was too many bodies or too few bodies inside of that mattress. Like, it was
man.
so bad.
Yeah. It was rough.
That is haunting.
I was
Yeah,
I
it was
sleeping-
not good.
I was sleeping on 2 air mattresses, but not this way because I was too fucking tall.
Yeah, because he's a
Okay.
tall goon.
I was hanging
They-
off.
Christian and Chirp made fun of me for like taking cream in my coffee. Everybody made fun of Zach for drinking room temperature Moscato. Zach is the white. Zach is the whitest girl I know.
Well, I also rung it
I
up
hate
for
Moscato.
$24 gloves.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry,
so-
yeah. Your experience.
Yeah, your first SEMA, because I
First.
yeah, you
Or
tell
sorry, no, we don't know how you got kicked
Oh, yeah,
out.
we haven't-
That's
yeah,
what-
let's
yeah,
get
let's
to the
go
point.
back to this.
Yeah, get
How
to you
long were
getting
you
kicked.
there?
Well, so the great thing about it was like I got kicked out and I just snuck back in. Like I'm looking around and there is one of the little SEMA peoples, one of the little staff members, like
Oh.
I don't know, 20 feet away from me.
You
And I
know-
happened to be in an area where there was no one.
Of course.
So it was just me and this little SEMA person, and that was it. And I'm like looking, like, where do I go? And
Yeah.
they corner me and walk up to me, and they're like, "Do you have a badge?" And I look in my backpack. I'm like, "Yes, but I left it in my hotel."
a bold stratagem.
And she's like, "I don't believe you. You need to leave." And I'm like, "Okay." So I just like put my hands behind my back and start strolling slowly towards the exit. And my hope was that she'd get bored and like walk away, which was a
Wow.
stupid thing to think. She didn't.
Nope.
She escorted me all the way across from one corner of the convention hall, all the way over to the other side.
Oh, you got
holds
walked.
the door open for me. Was
Goodbye.
like, "Don't come back."
You didn't just get booted, you got
Didn't just
walked.
get booted. I got walked.
Yeah.
So then what I did was I walked back over to the entrance I came in and just came back in. So
Never
yeah, I was like,
Stick
I'm
to
gonna
what
do it
you know
again.
works.
But what
Okay.
was interesting is that they've got the 4 different convention halls.
Oh yeah, because
And
you-
that like
We-
approach to getting in only worked for the one hall because
So-
most of the halls only have singular entrances.
yeah, which hall did you sneak into?
I snuck into all 4 of them.
Okay, but I mean, like initially,
Initially, it was the
Central.
I believe it was the central.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's the one that has the
Especially if
most
you were sitting-
doors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Central has
cars
the
are
most
outside,
halls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got
Okay.
into the central hall, no big deal.
Yeah.
But the other ones only have like manned entrances.
Yes, they
So
do.
what I had to do is I'd have to stand outside in like the concourse vehicle area where they just have random cars parked and stuff
Yep.
going on, and I'd have to wait for a surge in the crowd, and then I'd
Yes.
just like walk into that group of people and be like, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
belong with all of these guys," and then just walk in with them all, and
Well,
then
yeah, Tim, I think we could do some real good things with this company.
exactly. I was like, "Yeah, we talked to that person back there, and they're goodbye."
Networking and things.
Leaving.
We're talking. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, on my
Business,
business
business.
card, I
Yeah.
don't have one.
Business, 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 and away we go.
I remember when we went one of the days, I think I was with Christian. I was with Christian the entire time. So
Yeah, you were.
yeah.
Any day.
Was like because media gets in an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
And we just walked up and they looked at us. I think Christian didn't have his badge on him, or like it was hidden or something.
Or was like flipped around or
Yeah,
some dumb
And they
shit.
just wave him in. Like oh,
They did not care.
They did up the door. It's like, hey, media call only.
Mhm.
And we walked up and we just walked in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, you can just kind of get away with
Yeah,
it.
you can just kind of show up. It's wild.
Though
Literally.
the vendors and the exhibitors definitely treated me a little weird because I didn't have a badge on, so they were less willing to talk to me. with no
Yeah,
badge,
yeah,
but,
that's kind of
oh well.
anyway. So
I got a lot of stickers.
attaboy.
The last 6 minutes.
Seriously.
How was yours? Steve?
Oh, we can blow past the light. This is our fucking show. Who
It is.
cares?
There are no rules.
Yeah, we got to hear Crystal's story, and then I want
I'll
to tell a
you the
couple
things-
chestnuts.
I'll tell you the things that two things that bothered me the
Okay.
most. And it's just me being petty, is really it is. I will find a 25th hour in the day to be petty. So
Perfect.
first thing, the first 3 days, which were just like the buyer days,
Mhm.
we had like a big box of like keychains and stickers and things like that out.
Mhm.
And I was slightly irritated by how many people that were all in the same group would come by and literally grab handfuls of stickers and keychains
Mhm.
and then walk away. So by the end of like the third day, which was like the final day of like the buyer's day,
Mhm.
I just started dicking with people because I was like, I just want to see what they say. So this like older couple comes up. They're just kind of looking at the car. We had a 2021 RS7 there. It was a spectacle. Like
Mhm.
it pulled in a lot
Nice.
of people. It looked excellent.
I
Yeah,
love those.
it's
It still
was great.
does parked under Pete's 996.
Sure does. Yeah. Quick little hilarious side story. So Zane told me when he was like taking it to get detailed, he was like, I don't know what Pete is thinking, but if I find another fucking handful of kids' Cheerios in the back of that RS7, I'm going to save them all and just go put them on his desk and say, don't let your kids eat Cheerios in the back of this car.
You know what happened to that car before he even fucking left, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 God. So they're taking it out for fucking test drives. So like we slapped bigger intercoolers on their fucking intake. Do we have downpipe and exhaust?
Yeah.
on?
So full downpipe, full
Full down-
cat back.
Okay. Yeah. So they're out doing a fucking test drive and hood latch breaks. Hood goes up,
Mhm.
does not hit the windshield,
Mhm.
breaks. Hood comes down,
Mhm.
Ooh.
hits something. So there is like a fucking pimple
Oh,
on the hood.
yeah.
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 That sucks.
It was wild.
Oh yeah.
They
They
worked
fixed-
it out.
yeah.
They worked it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, good on you. And it was like literally like Saturday, and they left Sunday.
Yeah.
It happened like
it was
Friday or Saturday.
yeah, like Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, it happened
Yeah,
Friday. So I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy. But it
So
looked great.
Crystal, you were saying.
Sorry. So
Yeah.
yeah, so people would come by and grab like handfuls of stuff. So by the end of it, I would just be like, what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna put it on? Like what kind of car do you drive? Like what are you doing? Because we were giving away like license plate frames too. So this like older couple comes by and they, can I have a license plate frame? I'm like, of course. So I hand her one. She goes, well, can I have one for my grandson? I was like, ugh.
Is your
But
grandson?
so I
Holy
literally
shit.
just started asking people. I'm like, what do you drive? What are you gonna put it on?
Is your
Like,
grandson-
you can have one, but you have to ask me a question, and it can't be what what's the name of this booth, and what kind of car is that? So I was just like kind of messing with people.
There
But
you
it was
go.
even
Holy
funnier.
shit. She was Pavel the asshole.
Yeah,
Pavel the
except-
freelance asshole.
Is that
So-
a compliment? Because
It's
it sounds like it.
Crystal, finish your story, and then Zach's gonna tell us about Pavel the freelance
I've
asshole.
told
I
that
love
story
it.
too many times, but it's always a good story.
Well, you could tell it real quick then.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll be happy to.
I was super
get the photos
irritated by
ready.
people that were taking handfuls of things, but I was doubly offended when someone would walk by, pick up one keychain, and just look at me and drop it back in the box. And I was like, bitch, our shit is good and you fucking want it. So please take it. Have it. Seriously. It was great though. It was
Swag.
a lot of people. By the time it was all said and done, from Tuesday morning when the show started to the end of Friday night,
Yeah.
I don't have like a Fitbit or like a smartwatch or anything, but I turned on the step counter on my phone, and my phone said that I had walked nearly 42 miles.
Yeah.
When I got home Saturday, I literally didn't wear shoes for like 3 days because my feet and my ankles and my legs were just like so swollen, and I was like, I'm so over all this. But it was excellent, such a great experience. It was so cool.
Oh
So
yeah.
And
as
to
you
be
were
there with
there,
those
like-
guys, it was just great.
As an exhibitor, were you also able to walk the show and see everything?
No.
That's too
That
So
was-
that will be something that I think if they ask me to go back next year, we kind of figure something out where we can have people work in shifts, because
Mhm.
they would give us like breaks if there was like seminars or things that we wanted to attend. They had no problem letting us go and do that. But it would have been nice to have at least taken half of a day to just go walk around, because I bet I only saw maybe a tenth of the show.
Yeah. No, it is fucking massive.
Yeah.
And like,
The one cool thing though that I did kind of get to do is like they have that like Tesla tunnel thing.
Mhm.
So I got to go down to the other side from like the north end to the south end. So I did get to see some of it, but
Did you see the Toyo Tread Pass?
I did
thing?
not.
that's
bad.
always a great one.
That was the neatest part of the show for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah, the Toyo Tread Pass, that is always a fun one. So while Zach is fucking digging through his phone and giggling like a
I found his Twitter again.
oh good.
It's so fucking good.
Okay, so
Okay.
Zach, real
Okay.
quick, because I want to fire off some.
So you know JT.
Nope, maybe.
JT Watson?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Nope.
That's probably good for you. Okay, so my buddy JT hits me up. He goes, "Hey, the Toyo booth."
Gotta give him a wave just in case he's watching.
He's probably not. He's showering because that's what he does at this time of hour. That's what it tells me. Okay, JT hits me up. Goes, "Hey, the Toyo booth gives away these pins. I really want this Ferrari pin. It's like an enamel pin. You know, Toyo does that thing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I really want this one. Can you get this one for me? I'll pay you for it. That's what I really want. No problem. Happy to do it." Go to the Toyo booth, and like it's the two Toyo models because you know they always have their models.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, can we get a pin? Oh, no. We don't get those out until like 10 o'clock. Cool. We'll come back at 10. No problem. We'll get the pins. So we leave. We come back at 10. Now Pavel's there. And I will show you Pavel.
Oh my god. I'm so excited for
Pavel, the
this.
freelance asshole. This
Pavel.
is I missed out on this entirely.
Okay, we're just gonna start with this is Pavel. This is the video of Pavel.
Oh boy,
Looks like a pretty typical like SEMA
trade show dude.
dude.
Yep.
I'm not
That's
really gonna do
fucking-
video, but yeah, that's Pavel. And he's like, "Oh, we don't give out that pin until we say we give out that pin. We give out a pin every hour, and you have to come back when we give that one out. But we don't know when we give it out, so you got to come back when you want. When we tell you we give it out." I'm like, "What? What fucking riddle is this? Is this like are you the troll at the gate? Like what? Oh, okay.
Riddle me this, SEMA goer.
Yeah.
So I pulled a U, and I was like, "Well, this is for my buddy TJ." I forgot his name, so I said TJ.
Yeah, we kept calling him. There's a poster signed to TJ.
And,
And it's
so,
JT.
It's supposed to be JT.
and so we're like, "Well, my buddy TJ, he's really sick and he's in the hospital. We're pretty sure it's cancer." And this is
Jesus.
what he asked for. He called and asked for this.
Oh my god, I
And
forgot the
so-
cancer angle. Holy shit.
And so the models are like, "Oh my god, JT! Oh my god!
Or TJ.
What can we do for
Yeah.
what can we do for him? We'll sign some posters."
And so
But Pavel goes, "Well, what kind of cancer is it?" It's so Christian.
He's quizzing you.
On a fucking dime goes, "I don't need to have to ask talk to his esthetician." Is that what he said, esthetician or?
I don't know.
I-
I wasn't there.
It
An
was-
esthetician does like skincare.
Okay, who's an ass doctor? What's the doctor that does?
Ass doctor.
Yeah.
What a proctologist?
Yeah,
Yeah,
proctologist.
You'll have to talk to his proctologist. And that goes way over his head. Way over his head. So we
Really
finally convince him that, hey, we're going to give out the Berlinetta pin at 2 o'clock today. Cool. We'll come back. So we go back there. We're there 5 minutes early. And we're like, hey, we're here for the pin. No, it's not 2 o'clock.
Oh my god.
And I literally asked him, I'm like, why are you being a dick? And he goes, because I have no other power. This is my only power, is doing this.
At least he's honest.
You know what? I connect on that with some level.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
I
there
think
for,
we all do.
Yeah.
So we're there
I can
for
see myself.
5 minutes. So we talk to Pavel. We ask him this question. It's like, what's your name? My name's Pavel. Who the fuck named you Pavel? Like, what?
It's like
European.
Well. So what do you do, Pavel? Oh, I'm a freelance actor. Oh, what kind of work do you do? Well, of course, I'm here with Toyo right now, but I do just fucking worker safety videos.
Hey man,
Somebody's
work's
gotta
work.
do 'em.
Yeah,
Work's work,
yeah.
baby.
It's like,
Yeah.
OSHA signs my checks.
Anyway.
Also, I'm gonna show this photo to you guys while I finish up the rest of the story.
This.
So this was one of his Twitter photos.
No.
I like this guy
What are
already.
you doing?
So
He's out there living, baby.
I asked
Dude.
him.
He's living.
That's so
His
good.
absolute best life.
Well, it's some of his Twitter posts too.
A-life.
I need to start
A-life.
just quoting Pavel in my life because it's so great. Some of the shit in his Twitter is amazing. But so I asked him because like I'm a car guy, and I'm like, this guy does not sound like he's a car guy at all. So I'm like, Pavel, what do you drive?
Mhm,
Remember, he's working at the Toyo booth.
mhm.
I drive a Diesel X5. He's very proud of himself.
That's
Like,
actually kind of a cool.
And I'm like,
Right?
that's awesome. Like, what do you think about it? Oh, it's got so much power and so fuel efficient. I love it. It's so nice in the interior. I'm like, Pavel, it's really good for you. What kind of tires do you have on it? I run Mission Pilot Sports. Fucking dick.
Oh, perfect.
And it's like, I'm like, Oh, you're not sure not Toyos? Oh no, they're Toyo.
He's
Looks into
stumbling.
the booth. Proxies.
Nailed it. All
So
right.
the final bit is finally 2:00. He gives the pin out and he goes, "I'm not going to give it to you. I have to knight you with it.
Oh my
Get on your knees."
Lord.
Yeah.
What?
So he has to
Pavel
get on
got
my
you on your
knees,
knees.
and he takes and he goes, "I bestow upon you." Remember, it's a Ferrari Berlinetta, right? I bestow upon you a Ferrari. What is it? Berlinetta
Yeah.
or whatever. It gives it to me and walks away.
That's amazing.
So I have a poster of please get well soon, TJ or TJ.
Yeah, get well soon, TJ.
I'll find the photo because I took a
Get
photo
well
recently.
soon, TJ.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
So
Oh.
that was my Pavel story. Probably my
That's-
favorite story of the SEMA.
Oh,
What
I've
year was
got.
that?
That was-
2019.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
that's
2019.
right, the last year they had
Actually,
it.
I'm on Tinder or on Tinder.
Whoa!
I'm on Twitter.
Don't you fucking gesture at me and say I'm on Tinder. You keep that shit to your goddamn self. I will push that
TJ
fridge in front of the
Watson.
basement door.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, and you can see it's just like the most bimbo-y model out there.
Yeah, there.
I should add him on Twitter
You
and
should.
ask him if he remembers the Ferrari Berlinetta.
He probably doesn't remember shit.
He's probably fucking drunk off his boxed wine.
God, who wouldn't
Box.
be?
Oh,
Oh.
that dude 100% downs a box a week.
There's nothing wrong with that. Come on, we've all played slap the bag.
Okay, so,
Her giggle trails off.
I've never heard anyone say that
Slap the
before.
back.
Yeah, you slap. You take the bag out of the box, and then you slap it. And if the people agree that it was good, you take a little sip and you pass it on. But if it was a bad slap, you have to drink until everybody feels you've learned your lesson.
Jesus.
That actually sounds like kind of a fun drinking game.
Excellent game.
I played
It's-
worse.
We've all played worse. Anyway, so let me fire off a quick Seba stories.
I
All
love
right.
it.
So my first year was, God, I think 2006. 2000, yeah,
Why are
2006.
you looking at me?
I'm trying
I
to.
would
I'm
have
not
been
looking.
8.
I'm not looking at you for confirmation. I'm just kind of like looking, thinking.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is on Pavel's Twitter
Jesus.
right now.
Oh, he actually has a boxed wine.
Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Perfect. So that was the last year Michelin had a booth at the show. Yeah, Michelin Tires does not have a booth anymore. God damn it!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Fuck.
He is a lunatic.
While laying on a Rolls Royce.
God damn it, Zach.
I love that you just tossed his phone into the hallway.
That's what I needed. That.
Yeah, you needed that. We're gonna have a fucking discussion after our guests leave. God.
So Michelin hasn't had a booth.
Yeah, they haven't had a booth. So this was the last year they had a booth. And they always had like the fucking craziest like hypercars, you know. So the Bugatti Veyron was then new.
Mhm.
They had one there on a slowly rotating thing. Me and my buddy Dan are there. Totally different Dan.
Okay.
It would be weird if it was that Dan.
I was like, oh, interesting.
oh, it would be God.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident Dan would not know who I was outside of work.
No, I literally asked, and he's like, "Who's Mike?
Who?
You work
Wait,
with him?"
fucking what, like?
Exactly. So we're just looking at this thing, and there's a huge
Yeah.
crowd around it. We're just right there. We're like, we're never gonna get this close again.
Mhm.
We need to touch it.
Yeah.
So it comes around. Bap. And then my buddy Dan's like, you need to take a picture of me touching it. So I had this picture of him just like Michelin didn't own the car.
Oh.
The guy who owned the car comes up
Oh.
after I take the picture
Oh,
and
no.
proceeds to yell at the both of us.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it was fun.
Oh,
I
dear.
didn't care. I've been yelled at quite a bit.
Sure.
I'm just like, whatever, dude. He's like, I can get you kicked out. And I'm like, but you can't.
Good luck with that.
Bet.
Yeah. So also that year, NOS released their energy drink.
Oh, Jesus,
Onto the
that's
world.
Awful.
And it wasn't in the cans. It was in the bottles that looked like
those
NOS.
Oh,
tanks.
yeah.
Yeah.
So every booth had a fuck ton of cases. And we were at the APR booth, the
Mhm. Mhm.
the carbon fiber people, not the
Oh,
tunes
those.
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're like, they had like, I think they had the fucking Sierra Evo there, which was a fucking wild ass car that I think Cole owns now. Cole Pallison of Life owns now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he fucking loves that car. Me and him
Wow.
love Time Attack in a very weird way.
Well, that's cool though.
But yeah, so like our buddy John's sitting there talking, and then like he sees me walk up, and he walks away from whoever he was talking to, and we're just like, man, we're thirsty. We look, and we just kind of like see this. It's like a 6-foot tall stack of cases of NOS. And we just kind of like look over at somebody in the booth. We make eye contact with somebody who was there because they needed another warm breathing body in the booth.
For sure.
Hey, can we have one? And I think the person thought we meant a bottle. And the person's like, yeah, have as many as you want. Cut to me and John walking out with 3 cases each.
Oh, how are you carrying these?
We're big
Well,
boys.
the
All
arm
right, all right.
I mean, we're just like out in front.
Well, they're not like a 30 rack. They don't have handles.
No,
They're
they
just
don't.
boxes.
It's like, yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So
All
we're just walking out with them, handing them out to the people, being the heroes that
Making
we
friends.
can
The
be.
Robin Hood of Sema.
The
Here's
Robin
some-
Hood of Sema.
Here's something you could steal yourself, but I did it for you. Have fun.
Right. Oh,
God.
that's tender.
Then a few years ago, the year I owned my GTI,
Mhm.
I literally bought it, picked up my buddy Joey,
Mhm.
and then we drove down to SEMA.
Joey, I know.
Joey Harrington. Yeah. So I've got another fun SEMA story with Joey that doesn't actually take place at the show. It just happens in Vegas. And it's like,
Subi Invasion?
oh, I got Subi Invasion stories. Oh
Ugh.
boy. Me and Pumpkin just wandering around drunk in public.
Oh.
Did you
Pumpkin's
see
a
did you
coworker.
see the drinking contest thing in the group in the
No.
I can
general?
translate
Oh,
for you.
Oh, with the
Oh,
boot, with
Yeah.
the hashtag.
yeah. And so
Yes.
so like somehow it got to be like, okay, everybody, like there's got to be a company-wide drinking contest.
Did you guys see the video that Pete posted of me doing the boot in the general chat?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Yeah, so Friday night, so really quickly, Friday after the show ended, Pete, Dave, everybody, hey,
Yep.
let's everybody get together. We're gonna go do dinner.
Mhm.
I was so exhausted. I was like, I just want
Yeah.
to have dinner with the CEO and the CFO, whatever
Whatever.
they are, and the guys I went down there with. I'm like, this is gonna be so great. Just want it to be chill. Oh my god,
It's
I don't
never chill.
know how to chill.
No.
I don't know how. We ended up we ended up at this restaurant called the Yardbird, which was excellent, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah,
If you've ever
Yardbird's
eaten it.
awesome.
It was so good. So we're sitting in this big like circular booth, and Turner was like, could not get over the fact that although they had a picture or like were advertising that they had these sweet potato pancakes, they weren't
Uh-huh.
actually on the menu, like they weren't being offered. So he was like in a hissy about it.
That
So I
doesn't
was-
surprise me
Yeah,
fucking
literally.
all.
And I was like,
That's the least
Matt.
surprising thing ever.
literally. So I was like, you know what? You and I are doing a shot.
Oh.
So I was ordering double Mexican mules
Oh
all
god.
night. And then
Why?
because I have no chill, Michael. So then
I mean, there's no chill and then there's that.
yeah.
We are
Uh-huh. So me and Matt order a cocktail, and we each got a shot as well.
Mhm.
And I made a very unladylike toast in front of all the people that I work with,
a
and then proceeded to chug one after another both of these drinks, and the whole table just stops. Pete is sitting next to me, and he just looks at me and goes,
oh my god.
damn. And I was like, "Mhm."
Oh my god. Sema would be so different if I was down there.
Oh my god, it was great. But so at some point we ended up back at the hotel. There's like a little bar at the hotel, and we ran into these guys from Icon Suspension.
Yeah.
And they had these big boots.
Mhm.
And so I said, where did you get those? You know, because it wasn't theirs. They got it from somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where. I said, where'd you get those? And he goes, well, if you can have one, because I have two, but you have to drink a beer out of it. And I was like, well, I'm down to do that, but like, I don't know what's been in there, and I'm not gonna. I don't want to like drink my beer out of it. He's like, no, just do it. Literally, Kitchen just looks at me and goes, just do it. And I was like, all right, I'll do it.
You can't say no to kitchen.
You can't. It's the
It's real hard. Yeah.
it's the hair.
The fucking magnificent locks.
It's incredible.
Mhm.
But so I dumped my beer into this boot, and Pete says, hold on, let me record this. So And I was very proud of myself because I'm not usually like a beer chugger,
Yeah.
but I got it down all in one thing, and
Atta
the
girl.
entire bar just like erupted. And
Yeah.
I was like, I am the king of Las Vegas.
Hell yes.
And then I was hateful the next morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was done.
God,
I was so happy to come home.
perfect.
And this
great,
was this most, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, this was just like
Oh
2
my
weeks
goodness.
ago.
Yeah, this was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
So
oh, it was great.
yeah, so with that media badge, you get invited to things.
Sure.
So me and Joey are wandering around. We're at the Lexus booth waiting because they had like fucking VR racing,
Yeah.
you know, in a fucking like ISF,
Mhm.
which ended up being a waste of time.
I
But-
boosted to victory.
Was it not cool?
It wasn't that great.
Okay.
I mean, it was one of those just like I'm used to like doing like full on VR sim, you know, like
Yeah.
steering, like light bright steering wheel with knobs and all that shit.
Sure.
Just be like, how much brake bias do I dial in here? All that crap. This is just like, nah, just point it and hit the gas.
Yeah. All right.
Neat. So somebody comes up from the Lexus booth and is just like, hey, you guys, we are having a party over at the country club. We would like it if you two came. And me and Joey look at each other. And Joey, just for frame of reference, he's like 5'9", 5'10", something
Mhm.
like that. Long blonde hair down to his ass. Like he's a former hardstyle DJ. So like we like clearly just coming out of his club kid phase. There's me just like I'm here, I can get down, but I should not be here. And we're all on that same
What year was
page.
this?
Whatever the fuck I had the GTI. So
Okay.
3-4 years ago. I don't remember. Numbers are hard for
Did you
me.
say 3-4 years?
I can't remember when I had the GTI.
I'm trying to imagine like was this like
Sev-
skinny?
17, 18, something like that.
Okay, not quite. But okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I know the videos of you on early cam. I wonder if it was gonna be that stuff.
no, God, when I was at my lightest. Before the weight of the world forced me to eat everything in sight.
I started watching old videos. This dude looked like you.
Anyway, so we're just like, we would love to go. And like, okay, be here at this time and the bus will pick you up. And so
Rad.
there is me and Joey, and then a whole bunch of people who could afford to join a country club going to the Las Vegas Country Club to hear all about the fucking then just barely announced Lexus RC and RCF.
God.
And it's an open bar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, with top shelf booze.
Oh god.
Yeah. So we're there doing what any two degenerates do. We're getting fucking hammered. I tip the bartender what I can before we finally leave because the party's winding down.
Mhm.
And our buddy, Jason Smith, shout out to pre-hard right turn Jason Smith. He was working for a Vegas Off-Road Experience at the time. And they were co-hosting the Roush Performance Party.
Right on.
And he's like, hey, come over. I can maybe get you guys a ride in a drift car. If nothing else, I can get you some drinks. Why, sure, good sir. We stumble over. And the Roush thing, they tried to do the smart thing. So they would give you a ticket with 5 punches on there. So you
Mhm.
can only have 5 drinks. People would leave after like 2 and then
And just
give
leave their
us,
thing. Yeah.
or they would give us the punch. Like, give us the,
The
ticket with
ticket.
3 punches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The poor hired like bartender didn't know how to say no.
Oh, he's like, you have been here 10 times.
Yeah.
We need
just-
to no.
I think he said to me, like, I think you've had enough. And I think I responded just right off the hip, just poor dad.
Oh, that poor bartender.
Oh, he didn't care. I think I tipped him like $50. He enjoyed it.
There you go.
But then me, fucking Joey, Jason, and a very also hammered as shit Officer Dan Brockett. Shout out to Dan. First time I met him, we had to give Dan a ride to his car, which was in the parking lot across the street where
Okay.
there is now a building. So like the 4th Convention Hall,
Mhm.
there used to be a parking lot there. That was the gold lot.
The
Used to
gold lot.
You used to park there. It was across whatever
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so like whatever fucking street it was.
All
Yeah,
right, gotcha.
that used to be a parking lot. It's across from that fucking
It's like
Italian
paradise or
restaurant.
something.
Yeah, some shit.
Yeah.
That used to be a parking lot. So we had to like drive Dan over there in this lifted Raptor. Dan falls out. With concern, I ask, "Are you okay?" And he says, yup.
Just pops up like nothing.
Stumbles to his car. We see him the next day. He's fine. He's A-okay.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's
Good stuff.
it is great stuff. I mean, I'm sure there are more SEMA stories.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
I'm really hopeful that they'll ask me to go next year, and
Oh, yeah.
we'll have to figure out a way to do things in shifts. Cause like I was saying, if we could have
Oh,
done,
yeah.
like, had a half a day to go and like look at stuff. Cause like,
yeah, that was like,
I really don't think I saw maybe even a 10th of the show.
yeah, no, like when you said that you were going, I really wanted to be just like, I don't care what you have to fucking do. Just like tie Zane to the fucking car so you can go out and do stuff.
Yeah. It like I was saying before, if there was like a seminar or something that we wanted to attend, they definitely made sure that they worked it out. But
Yeah, no, like that getting stuck in the booth is the worst part.
yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was really hard. And we were there like 10 to 12 hours a day. And it's like a 20-minute walk from the hotel room to to where the booth was, which
Mhm.
was better, I guess, from what it was
where did you
previously.
Where did you end up staying?
So we stayed at the Westgate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. It was fine. But
Nice. That's pro tip. If you're thinking of going to SEMA, don't stay at an Airbnb. That is a sucker's move because then you have to drive a half an hour and pay for parking. Try and
or
stay.
Uber. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
fucking-
still.
The monorail was cool though.
Yeah,
the
stay at any.
monorail was great.
Yeah, stay at any place with a fucking monorail
Mhm.
stop. It is a lifesaver. My God in heaven, you pay $40 and you can ride the whole damn thing all week.
I think it was like 5 days was like $50 or
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
It's great. It's worth it.
It was excellent.
But yeah,
Do you want to do the
outro.
do the thing
Boat
where
this bass?
we don't crash and burn? Oh, hold on. This is probably more appropriate.
Yeah, so you don't do something wildly inappropriate like laugh in the middle of my goddamn story.
It was Pavel laying on.
Zach, you could have not kept going through his fucking Instagram or his Twitter or whatever, or his Bumble.
It was his grinder. You fucking get it straight.
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry, and I learned something new about my roommate tonight. I'm gonna do you a favor.
Can I have my phone back?
I threw it out there. Go get it.
Yeah.
I heard it buzz.
I mean, my phone's been buzzing too. I've been talking to people. I have friends outside of this room.
Hey, I'm trying to impress Miles over here so he'd actually be friends with me. You're just fucking this up for me, okay, man? What's up, Miles?
Nice. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this extra long Monday night shitcast, as we've taken to calling it.
Yes.
A tale of two Semas.
Yep.
Tale of two Semas.
We got stories about getting kicked out of SEMA, somebody's first SEMA.
Yep.
You can even see right here, Mike. I googled a tale of two tales and copied it.
You, God damn it, Zach. What did I say about this? Why
Literally
are you
why
doing?
we cannot have nice things.
Why are we?
Oh, and then remember what I was talking about earlier too?
Oh no,
Here's my
Zach!
flight to Osaka.
Stop it!
Please fucking land this.
I'm trying to stop trying to come in the fucking cockpit. All right. Thank you for joining us. Follow Cam on all the social medias. We're at Cam Automag on the lot of them. Do you guys have social medias you want to promote and people to follow you, or do you just want to keep laying low?
You're welcome to follow me. I'm Miles Schaefer.
Spell that out, Miles.
Miles, and then on most social media there's a period, and then it's Schaefer.
Once I get
SCHAFFER.
There we go.
once I get my phone back, I'll make sure I add you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm hella laying low. But if you find me, you can follow me, I guess.
There it is. That's what I keep saying. If you you can send a request to MChan Photo. I might not respond.
Yeah.
You'll probably get deleted if I don't know you. That's how it goes. What, Zach? Oh yeah, Zach, promote your shit because you do cool stuff on the social medias.
Yeah. I've been growing my Instagram. I will just unplug you. Actively unplug you. I will turn on the microphone on the Mac and do it through the Mac.
You want to see a Mac go through a fucking window?
No.
All right then.
Find me a new one. Follow me over at Zach Lords Media, where I saw that fucking hand, you motherfucker. Follow me over at Zach Lords Media, where I'm. Is this what it feels like?
Yeah, this is what it feels like.
Sorry. I'll never do it again.
Except I'm not fucking cackling like an asshole.
Zach Lords Media. I'm trying to post twice a week, everything from models to cars to dumb shit I do. And yeah, that's it. Zach Lords Media. ZACKLORDS Media.
I was about
Cool.
to say it's Zach with a CK.
CK.
Yep. All right, and yeah, we will be back next week for whatever the fuck it is we figure out for next Monday. I don't know.
We need to have more talks.
Yeah, we definitely need to have some more talks. We got some things. We got some things coming for the next calendar year. But me and Zach here need to have a discussion.
Does this mean I need to buy a publisher?
No,
I will do it. I'll
I
learn how to
mean,
use it.
I mean we'll.
That's a teaser for a future.
That's a
pirate
teaser
it.
for something that may never actually fucking happen.
Dude, I'm all about it, dude. I got my contacts.
Okay, well. All right.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Appreciate
Great
it.
having
to
me.
meet you.
Yeah.
Great to meet you
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
not
Miles. Now
murdering
we've
me.
had 2 generations of Schaefer's on the podcast.
Oh yeah, my dad was on it for the Matsuri, right?
Yep. Him and like 3 other people
The
around a
whole
table that could
GKA.
not have more
Mhm.
people around it. It was great. Oh, by the way, Jake needs to come back on. He keeps threatening to bring a box of Fat Boys on.
Yeah, I can
Ooh.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The ice cream sandwiches.
Have Jake
yeah, I was about to
on.
say the ice
I
cream
fuck with a
sandwich.
fat boy.
Well, next time he's on, I'll let you know.
Boom.
There we
Have
go.
Jake on and talk to him about racing.
Bastion? Is
Yeah.
it Jacob Bastion?
Yeah, Jake Bastion.
Oh, yeah. I need to actually.
I need to finish the
Can we
fuck-
end this?
I need to finish.
Yeah.
We need to finish. I need to finish the NASA photos. All right. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week. There we go. Everybody wave. Zach, do
Farewell.
whatever it is you
Bye.
want.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending.
Is that good enough? Did I fuck this up hard enough for you, Mike?